The coast where the Tower of Infinity slumbered. The place from which the Express set off once more. Or, as I frequently call it, where repeated mistakes begin. So, how does it feel being back on old stomping grounds?
It's just a shame you are my traveling companion.
Better traveling with me than traveling alone. The Bloodstained games have no winners. You imaginated your Mechatrons, but the remaining wish power can't create the audience, much less support a long journey. Leading us to the third question. How exactly did you cure the Weathering Curse?
You're still beating around the bush? Even now?
Have I ever deviated from the topic at hand?
3 blanks, corresponding to 3 secrets. They seem to point to me, but they really just conceal your true intentions. Who left the Starblazer's blueprints on the Express? Who met Himeko and Motoko here? How did they cure the irreversible Weathering Curse? You have many questions, but none about your so-called daughter. Your real interest is in Aha. The truth from 15 years ago is key to figuring out when the Phantas Moon games are compromised, what form they will descend in, and how they plan to intervene.
So, I guessed right. They appeared and ignited the Astral Express.
Stop. The game's over then. You set the rules. A secret for a secret.
You didn't take my trump card.
Yes, but I took mine. Unfortunately, I wasn't the one who met Aha. The answer you were looking for never existed. That's what they said when they gave me the gift.
Let's just call it, a long overdue compensation.
Lost in thought again? You beat the Herald of Death, but you're not happy. I'm not sure how to put it. Because I'm leaving soon. Once the Express reignites and takes off, there won't be any wish power in the vacuum. And Imagine will die out. This is the best outcome. But if I just set off like this, I know it'll haunt my dreams forever. Thinking back on it, my dream was built on someone else's sacrifice. If you feel scared, just look up. Up there are the same stars we gazed at together for countless nights. You'll see all those sights in my stead, and experience all those stories as wonderful and strange as Imagine. You've known all along, haven't you? So be brave and stop this talk about sacrifices. I give my life to conquer the land that trapped us here. You have to go alone, dummy. What did you say when you created me? I quote, "If I die, I want to die where the stars are within reach." peaceful again. I will be there as I have promised. I will come back with so many stories to tell you. So, deal? If you can't find me to share your stories, then tell them to the moon, like a morning actor. The moon's shadow said this while giving me my gift. Let's just call it a long overdue compensation. It's time we set off once more, Akivili.
So, it was the self-portrait that saw Aha. You placed a bet with a fake chip?
You call it a challenge, but it's really just a waste of time for you.
This is a blow, I have to admit. Just a little one, but a blow. Though, if you don't have the answer, then I can execute destruction without a shred of guilt.
You're wrong again. This little test was your last chance to find your way back.
Interesting. You were giving me a chance.
Even after falling so far as to become a Lord Ravager, I still wished to give the former navigator a chance to turn back. But this journey has convinced me. You are not some wayward nameless. You are just another enemy trying to dishonor the Express. And to enemies, I only respond in one way.
Destroy me? Could you really?
I saw right through your tricks, Lord Ravager. You summoned the apocalypse, and transformed 1,000 times, and created scenes from the past to confuse me. But in the end, you just use reality as a canvas to imaginate the uncertain into truth. You used people's wish power to imaginate that impending future born of their fears. And using the same trick, you imaginated versions of yourself that could exist in different places. But when another possibility is observed by others, it crushes the imaginated lie, and your ability loses its effect instantly.
And what will you do about it? Stuck as you are in the world in canvas. Even if you summon the feeble Starblazer and do your best to crash into the space, you will never escape.
Escape? Who said anything about escaping? Gravity does not only trap people on the ground, it also drags the stars toward each other. Have you, a former navigator, really forgotten the nameless distress signal? How they use massive collisions to simulate the gravity wave frequency used by the Express to warp jump? Not even imaginated spaces can block out a signal like that. My companions have known your secret for a while. In a minute or so, you might see your scheme start to fall apart. Or is it seconds, not minutes?
Huh. Oh, nicely done. But you have a really terrible habit. Does becoming a navigator mean always facing danger on your own? Well, since this game of ours is ending soon, can you guess how many people I have lined up to play the same game? Go on. You have one chance to guess the answer. The probability of you stopping me is 0.
What exactly are you planning to do?
Who says the great destroyer of Elation came to Planarcadia to kill Aha? You are not my target. They are not my target. Shall I officially announce my plan? In the name of Terminus, his journey ends here.
Ignite the Express's engine is definitely a tad too dramatic if Himeko just wants us to rescue survivors with the Express.
What was she implying?
If Assad Pramat was close by, then he would have discovered any clues Himeko left behind. So... her message seems pretty standard. But only we'll know what she really means, because we're the Nameless?
Something about the engine of the Express? Has Himeko mentioned something of this sort in previous journeys? This may be the key.
Well, I kind of zone out whenever Himeko starts talking about warps and calibrating. Power of remembrance, activate! Aha! I remember now. We were back in Penacony talking about the Charmony Festival, and Himeko said the family sent a music box, as in...
But the box that was sent to us was slightly unusual. I recorded these dissonant notes, and they were a perfect match with the gravity wave frequency when the Express made its...
A distress call method regularly used by the
I remember now. Pearl said something similar not too long...
A conflict broke out between Miss Himeko and an entity suspected to be Assad Pramad. A gravitational wave effect caused by a giant mass was...
Himeko is hinting that we should use the gravity probe on the Express to receive her signal.
That's exactly...
If that's the case, we need to get ready as soon as possible.
It'll take some time to clear the passage to the Express. Sunday, do you have a way to contact the conductor?
The distance does not pose a problem for tuning. However, my birds must first lock on to the conductor as their target. I will do my best. Please, excuse me for a moment.
I received a message that Silverwolf has arrived at Pearlux Tower. Together with Pearl, she'll repair the communication systems across Planar. Then, with Graphia's assistance, they'll attempt to reenact the ritual from a millennium ago, folding all of Planarcadia back into the canvas. How's the situation here? No, I trust. Go ahead and do your part. As for the rest, leave it to me.
Good news, everyone. The conductor is safe and sound. My bird has located them. I am able to share what the conductor is seeing. A moment, please, while I inform them of the situation.
Any progress?
Yes. The conductor says they have locked on to a weak gravitational wave and are decoding it.
Pom-Pom sure is glad that everybody's okay! Conductor! Oh, we missed you. Pom-Pom received Himeko's message. Repeating it now. The source of Assad Kramad's power is fear. He exploits people's fears to imaginate future possibilities. When another possibility is observed, this apocalypse will be overwritten. And also, each and every one of us Nameless is making it to the next stop. This part is the conductor's heartfelt wish.
So, Assad Pramad is a Lord Ravager that observes and imaginates possibilities.
That explains why I could never land a blow on him.
When people saw the Lord Ravager's descent, they were gripped with fear, despair, and everything else that comes with an apocalyptic end.
Himeko said we need to observe another possibility for this apocalypse to be overwritten. Observe another possibility. How do we do that?
Build a crowd, then defeat Asat Pramod in front of them. That's the easiest way. But I'll just create hundreds of clones to hide behind, and no one will be able to lay a finger on him. That's another of his tricks by manipulating possibilities.
So we don't actually have any way of defeating that old dice hack.
Who says we're out of options? If we somehow witness all his possibilities, then he would collapse into just one being due to the effect of observation. I will activate the formation plume I've set up all over the Arcadia, then use the vision of the Rainbow Spiritus Kalachakra Sky Plume.
General, do you require my cooperation like during SparksyCon?
Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome, a collapsed quantum state. Even if that outcome isn't to one's liking, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra Sky Plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second. That's right, Mr. Sunday. I would like you to expand the range of your tuning.
You mean to determine the future of Asat Pramod through observation? But, as I recall, as your observation expands, it will anchor the fate of this world.
Observation is for him to worry about. I want you to become my eyes and look for me. The fate Asat Pramod imaginated is imminent, and there is no path for the future in it. Only Ishvara, only observers with sufficient strength and personal freedom have what it takes to make choices that trace the path to our future. I also need a place with a good vantage point. Something like a towering structure.
How confident are you in this plan succeeding, General?
Even if the chance of success is only a coin toss, once I enter the fray myself, I always treat it as a 100% certainty.
I'll fight by your side too. Even if there is only half a chance of success.
I will do all I can to ensure you two remain connected through tuning.
Then, Dan Heng, March, and I will clear the passages as soon as possible to ensure the Express can depart.
And myself, he, and General Yao Guang will force the collapse of Asat Pramod's clones, granting us a way to his true form.
Thank you, Sunday. Before you boarded the Express, you said that you didn't understand trailblazing. And yet, you have fought alongside us in the most dangerous moments of our journey.
No, Mr. Yang. I should be the one thanking all of you. Before boarding the Express, I was just a traveler looking for answers. You all taught me to trailblaze and walk the stars. To hold fast to the hands of those around me when facing difficulties. It is my honor to be able to provide assistance.
You really look like one of the Nameless now.
Thank you too, General Yao Guang. The Express will meet you as soon as we rescue Himeko.
And that's when we'll defeat Asat Pramod together.
And when we do bring Himeko home, each and every one of us will be accounted for as well.
You still have time. Go and say your goodbyes to your friends before we set off. Meet me at the entrance when you're ready.
I knew you were leaving soon. Take care. Don't lose your life.
Wait, no, that doesn't sound... Just forget it. I'm off. See you later.
The young man's eyes burn with a fiery determination.
Off to save the world again, Nameless? Be sure to return in one. Don't you worry, not even a rat will be able to find a way in here. You focus on destroying that dice-headed scum's leg. Go on. I'll take care of everything here.
Why do you look like that? What's happening? Is it bad? The little Furbos and I will be here waiting to hear the story of how you claimed victory over Asat Pramod.
Boss, you absolutely must win! We'll be waiting to shoot your victory cup.
I've already sent out the press release.
Just waiting to fill in the time and location of the victim. Oh, winner, winner! Boss is definitely winning!
Are you ready? Before we set off, there's something I'd like you to keep safe from me. Please, hold on to my strategy pouch. Open it when you are in need of the hunt. Our future destiny. Remember when we were at SparksyCon, and you saw the wheel and woe lots hanging over me?
I remember. I'll do my best not to glance at your head.
No. I want the opposite this time. I'd like you to keep your eyes on me as much as possible. 30 years ago, I used the Decalite reflection barrier to divine the tides of battle for the Fonghu. But, in a moment of blind arrogance, I turned my back on what destiny had revealed, and dared to wield the Rainbow Spiritus to twist the very threads of causality. But karma was on the way to punish me. That day, I became entangled with the barrier at a single point, left to drift endlessly through time and space. A healer named this unusual condition temporal dislocation. Put simply, there's always a chance that I could suddenly disappear at any moment. If I'm not observed for even a second, I may disappear. We can't afford a single mistake in this operation. You must keep an eye on me always, no matter the fate that I'm anchored to. I had already decided my fate when I set foot in this world. You are only a witness, not the one wielding the blade.
My birds will be keeping an eye on you both.
I'll give you a signal from atop the tower. Let's go. Let's eliminate all of Asat Pramad's possible.
I'm afraid you must get past it if you want to reach that tower.
It spotted us!
Fret not. I will protect you.
Himeko and another me had a bet on how far you would get. What if we made a bet too? On whether Himeko is dead.
Never fight fate. Because it fights back. Asat Pramad, your elation is just supreme idiocy.
Initiating route clearance.
That thing over there. What is...
I've seen it at Starrail Fest. Likely a device that collects people's wish power.
He has courageously challenged an ancient Leviathan of the Sid Dirk, and his chosen weapon is a standard Planarcadian ambience prop. As I said, he is peak entertainment. At last, the long-awaited prelude. Monster versus protagonist.
I'm sick of this guy's trifling gimmicks. together. Remember our plan.
Is starting to have trouble keeping up with me. This is my chance.
We're here. Get ready, Sunday.
Careful. Asat Pramod just appeared above you.
Smart of you to lead a Xianzhou general to her death. How honorable and entertaining it would be to challenge the Demon Lord and save the world alone. But yes, two is better than one. Still, I was not expecting a diviner. To think I should have the honor of meeting the divine foresight, Bane of Ventilia. What can she do for you? Reveal your victory odds? Predict your wheel? Whatever she divines, I will block its path. What will you do now?
Then I, a diviner that never grants an audience to anyone, will teach you a lesson. Asat Pramod, a general and a diviner have completely different duties. A general breaks formations from behind, and a diviner destroys them from the front. And did you say you will block every path I divine? Sorry, but creating paths where there are none is the expertise of Trailblazers. Now, shall I read your fortune? See your myriad possibilities condense until eventually only one remains. Defeat. The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves.
I see it.
So this insight is what the Eye of the Hunt has to offer?
Good. I see it too. Hasat Pramod, your fate is sealed.
What a brilliant reversal! Now, this is the resistance I have been looking for. Exhausting all possibilities. Plotting every scheme. Just hurling everything at me. In short, elation! How unfortunate that this coming perfect apocalypse will not be seen by you, General Yao Guang. I see the rope that tethered your existence here has snapped. I do not believe we will meet again in this lifetime.
I have nothing left to give. Ishvara, please, take Hasat Pramod to his fated defeat.
General!
Pity. You were so close. She put her life on the line for you to have this sliver of a chance. Just like Himeko. Don't let their sacrifices come to nothing. You know, protagonist, it's actually heartbreaking that those clones are gone. But she did deliver you here, to me. It's time for a veteran navigator to point the way forward for you.
The Phantom Moon Courtyard?
A terrifying enemy is near, but you stand alone, helpless. How often have you been in such a predicament, protagonist? This is how trailblazing expeditions always end, no? Just as Akivili instructed me. And I instructed Falcon Amundsen. Perhaps instruction is too formal a word. How about we make it a bit friendlier? You quiz me. Next, you can ask me questions. 8 of them about me. About Aha. Because once 8 questions are done, you're dead. Did you forget? We are the only 2 supplicants with a chance of winning the Phantom Moon game.
Is this guy actually sick? Himeko hasn't escaped yet, and there's no news from the Express. I should try to delay him for as long as possible. If we want to have any chance, why would I believe a Lord Ravager?
Looks like you're not so opposed to my offer. How about we add a wild card to this boring trivia game, then? Give your answers to the die you're holding. Roll the die. If your roll is a critical success, you get to uncover my deepest secret. I will answer every question. I'll share a candid truth, though it won't necessarily be The hold. I still answer, but only in half-truths. It... Oh. Did General Yao Guang bind me just now? Besides, it's been a long time since I've just offered myself up to the chessboard of fate. How exciting to have every outcome based on pure probability. Now, let's get started.
What do I ask?
Right now, among infinite possibilities, countless versions, not strange at all. Faced with fate and the universe, don't hold back. Go ahead and ask your most pressing question right now.
Mr. Asat Pramad, have you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
Sorry, but I'm really curious. Have you ever fallen in love?
You have this rare opportunity to speak to a former navigator, and you're interested in his personal life? You really are something else.
So, I should roll?
Wait, not yet! Don't roll. If you roll a critical success, so be it. This one's on me. I've loved. Of course, I've loved before. But in the end, every planet tied to my past lovers, I destroyed them. Not because we broke up. I genuinely cared for them. Oh. Feels good to get that off my shoulders. They have no complaints either. All right. This won't happen again. Maybe you still have a lot.
Since you're open to answer
Lord Ravager's weaknesses? How greedy, child. You just asked 7... But then again, who could pass up the chance to gossip about colleagues? And plus, your role was a critical success. Go ahead then. Whose weakness? No, scratch that. Fentilia loathes stubborn minds, Zephyro. But I guess what he fears and hates most is those soulless lunatics. Puppets that have their Luxbane is a beast. Doesn't understand human language at all. Beasts aren't flawless, Selenova. She loathes anything beautifully melodic. Without a haze of noise and distortion. Archforger. A fellow I'm quite fond. Iron Tomb. Well, you guys already off that one. Now me? My weakness also happens to be I've never been able to resist. So, 7 questions left.
I once met my other self in Amphorius. Who was that?
Oh, this is a most interesting discovery. Might you also possess the gift of grasping possibility? Unfortunately, even I do not know the answer to that question. It's beyond what I can see and understand at present. To make amends, this question won't count against you. 7 questions left.
About the Stellaron inside of me. How much do you know?
The Stellaron is a fragment of a path. A condensed, it comes from harmony. But should one in your body. Straight, it's the engine, the coordinate. You may ask?
I want to know how Yao Guang and Evanesia are doing.
I can tell you care a lot about, as you should. After all, they both bet everything. But, as is customary, I can only answer one question at a time. Who do you... How should one define this Xianzhou general's state of existence? She's still alive, but she may as well be dead, because she will be lost in the maze of Do you really have the time to worry about others? 5 left.
Why were so many people calling me Aki Villi along the way?
Because the path you walk is the same with the Astral Express. You are a successor in a way, carrying an essence. 4 questions left.
Tell me, why do you want to awaken the Veracity Husk?
Lucky you. I awaken the Veracity to devour, of course. Even if it's just a fragment sealed in Ahatopia, a husk. The hunger concealed in it will be enough to dim the star. I don't care who wins this, and a star comes up. No matter who Aha pours their power, they cannot escape this devouring, because it is not a duel. Though Ouroboros does not understand the notion of revenge, you may still ask me.
You said you used to be the Navigator. So, is the Eon of Trailblaze still alive?
They died, slain by their own desire. After all, only 2.
Someone said there are 4 paths that will bring the apocalypse to the universe. What is the last remaining?
Your questions would leave even Noose completely stumped. But I will answer them, even though I can only offer my humble opinion. Hey! That's a critical Perhaps I have a surprise for the 4th path that brings the apocalypse is the trail. You should be glad that their plan has failed. Nobody knows what happens to a universe that has its paths an unknowable, incalculable Thinking about it, doesn't even the answer destruction sound kind? Final question.
There's something I've thought about from the start. Tell me, is Himeko still alive? Do you really have no feelings for your daughter?
Hearing that question is a relief. Pay no mind to the rule. I'll be honest with you. Of course Himeko is still alive. At least on the stage I'm meticulously prepared for her. She will play an important role. Life is like this. One chance journey after another. One whim after another. Playing someone's father. Becoming someone's friend. And at times, someone's love. Then, by a twist, I have never understood why this secret feels like a curse. Just like that night 15 years ago. I had the chance to crush the Express again. But I hesitated. No. I've never fully understood that lapse in judgment. I still ask myself,
No matter the reason, you caused a huge mess for your colony.
a few weeks ago, Himeko returned to her hometown and brought you back with her. That was the moment I finally understood why I didn't shoot down the Express 15, but for a destruction that spanned 15 years. To set her on a journey to gain what was most precious, only to shatter it all in the cruelest way. What truly matters is this. I will have you bring an end to this world, here and now. It's the most vicious joke I can play on Planarcadia, on myself, and on the fate of the universe. Take a guess. Will this joke amuse Aha?
You want to use my stellar...
The worlds the Astral Express deals with. How could they be without a Stellaron? Boom! 15 years ago, during the blood-stained games, all the supplicants died violent deaths. 15 years later, a hero from the Express shone brightly throughout the games. His Stellaron overflowing with... All right. Now that I've answered the 8 questions, I now need to... Kids these days, show some respect and put your phone away when your elder is talking. Huh?
Himeko is right there!
There you are. I see